I hope you realize that things will only go up from here as long as you start setting the foundation and you start getting serious about what you really want in life. Hello, my beautiful angels. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Isabel Palacios. If you're new here, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of when I upload next. Today's video, I am going to deep dive into how to actually not just get over a breakup, but to prosper after a breakup and to live a better life after a breakup. I want you to know that there is hope. As somebody who 6 years ago now went through a really bad breakup, I'm here to tell you that there is life after a breakup. It is not over for you. You will find love again. You have a bright future ahead of you, and don't let a breakup or any person that you lose, doesn't work out, someone cheats, someone hurts you, don't let any of that cloud the fact that you have such beauty waiting for you on the other side of heartbreak. So that being said, let's get into it. Tip number one is to focus on healing after a breakup. Not about revenge, not about getting over them quickly or finding a new person. I know there's a lot of opinions out there nowadays. People saying go and start dating again. Please do not do this. Please, for the love of God, do not do this. You will end up being unhealed and bleeding on someone who did not cut you, as the saying goes. So please take your time to heal, however long it takes. Please do it for yourself and for a future potential partner. Many times this also means being celibate. I know that this is a touchy subject for some people. I know some people may disagree with me or agree with me. I think that celibacy is a great way to cleanse your body, cleanse your energy, just take a break. Make sure that you are being responsible with your body. It's about showing boundaries for yourself with other people. I think nowadays a lot of women are going down the celibate route because they realize that casual relations perhaps weren't the best thing for them, or giving themselves away too quickly to somebody who didn't appreciate them in the end. This is a great way to bring your power back. It's really important during your healing time that you feel and release. So any kind of sadness or anger or resentment, use this time of healing to feel what you gotta feel, cry it out, and let it go. So healing really means unconditional love and patience towards yourself, towards your situation, releasing trapped emotions and making space for them so that you can release them and let them go. So love, creating space for those trapped emotions, and then releasing it. It's really important as you are feeling your emotions that instead of trying to numb it, with alcohol, with drugs, with people, or whatever, you release it instead. Let yourself feel it. Because if we don't allow ourselves to feel our emotions and we say, no, it's bad to be sad, I'm not going to be sad over him. And sometimes those things can get stored inside our body and get stored, and eventually it just starts to grow and grow and grow if we don't address it. As you release, set the intention that you are letting go to make space for something good. That you are releasing the past, that you are releasing anything that is attached to you, only to make space for good things to come in. Just because you're releasing doesn't mean that you are dwelling on the past. I want to make that clear. Sometimes we tend to replay scenarios in our head, replay the breakup, replay different moments. Do not do this to yourself. Releasing is not about replaying and dwelling on the past. Instead, releasing is about making space for what it is that you do want in life. Releasing can be through crying, like I mentioned before. It could also be through meditation, through prayer, through physical exercise, through journaling, through art, through music, through painting, through talking with others, to your therapist or to a friend or a family member or your support group, or even going online to an online forum and venting and finding support there. Those are all different ways that we can release trapped emotions. Do not go through this alone. And even if you find that you don't have anyone trusted near you to talk to, find spaces online where you can talk to somebody. What's really important is to focus on divine love. And to me, this is the love that comes from God. It's the unconditional love. It is that powerful love that we often forget about or we don't realize it's there. that love you can bring in for yourself, and through prayer, through meditation, to connecting with the divine, talking to God. This is something that really helped me, was to fortify my relationship with God through prayer and asking God to please take these emotions from me. Please help me release my ex. Please help me move forward from this situation so that I can feel lighter, that I couldn't deal with this on my own. And that's when divine love just comes in and envelops you and helps you heal. So you're not alone on your healing journey. Allow the divine to support you. So number 2, release your ex. Release your ex. I think that we often can stay stuck on a person for longer than you need to because you are dwelling on them, you are checking up on them, you have them on social media, and you are just wanting to see if they're doing better or worse than you. And all this is doing is creating more ties with that person, letting that person have more of a hold on you, which we do not want. So get rid of anything that reminds you of them. I don't care how expensive it is. I don't care. Any gifts, any photos, get rid of it. Put it away, bury it, donate it, delete the photos, delete the text, delete everything, and release them. I know some people's exes may still be in their lives for the sake of children and things like that. It's best to keep a separation where you're not constantly being reminded of them every single day. And whatever way you need to do that, please focus on doing so, because if you do not release your ex and the relationship is over and you don't accept that it's over, the best thing that's going to help is to remove any physical reminders of them. It's also important to decide right then and there, as you are releasing your ex, say, I release my ex. Release the hope for reconciliation in the future. Because if they're your ex, and I'm going to tell you guys, this might not be a popular opinion, but if they're your ex and they were willing to let you go, maybe they're not meant to be for you. Maybe they're not right for you. I truly believe that people who love you and are meant to be in your life will not risk letting you go, especially breaking up with you. So even if you feel like maybe one day we'll get back together, best thing for you to do is to release them and to lose all hope of reconciliation in the future. Because what if that person isn't the person for you in the future? All you're going to be doing is holding on to them, or holding on to this idea of them, or holding on to the memories in the past, and thus blocking yourself to meet someone new in the future. If they're meant for you, obviously what's meant for you will come back, whatever the saying goes. But I think that at the end of the day, if somebody broke up with you or things didn't work out, it's for a reason, and it's important to allow yourself to move on. Do not waste your years, ladies especially, do not waste your years waiting on somebody to be ready for you. Nobody should. Men or women. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your fertility. Do not waste your childbearing years. Do not waste your youthful years. I don't care if you're having children or not, but don't waste your youth or whatever time on somebody who doesn't want to be with you, who doesn't want to be with you right now. Best thing to do is cut your losses so you can be clear, so you can be open to receiving, and then you can move forward into a new beautiful relationship. Most of all, a beautiful relationship with yourself. Because if you are hung up on somebody else and you're like lovesick over somebody else, you'll never be able to truly connect with yourself. Practice forgiveness towards them. I know it's easier said than done, but forgiveness is so freeing and it's so beautiful, and it is part of that divine love that we as humans often forget about. And even if they cheated, even if they lied, even if they hurt you, they practice forgiveness. And it's not for them. Maybe they didn't treat you right. Maybe they didn't speak to you right. Obviously, this comes with healing. As you heal, you will notice that you will find more space in your heart to forgive. But forgiveness is not so much for the person you're forgiving. It's more for you. It's so you are not held down by the resentment. And obviously for everyone, it's going to look different. But this is something to have in mind. Because to be honest, whenever I was in a toxic relationship and all these things happened, I really didn't truly move on until I forgave that person, even if I didn't tell them directly. But in my heart, I forgave them. When I forgave that person for what they did and how they treated me, that's when I was truly released from them. And I would say, I forgive you I release you, I am free. I forgive you, I release you, I am free. And that was kind of my mantra as I was healing. Another thing that really helps in releasing is to pray to God. This is something that personally helped me, and I'm always going to share what personally helped me. But if you pray to God and ask God to deliver you from these negative emotions, from anger, from hurt, from sadness, you're going to see how things do feel lighter. God will alleviate you. All your pain and suffering will be used for good. It will be used to change you in a direction and make you realize what you want and what's right for you versus just taking whatever comes your way, right? You become clearer on what you want out of relationships. Finally, step number 3 is to get clear on your future. Be okay with being single. This is something that I had to really be fine with. Be okay with being single, not feel judgment or not feel bad about myself about it, not feel sad or lonely. I mean, of course, you're going to feel sad and lonely at times, but not to identify with those feelings and instead focus that energy towards what I did want in my life. There's nothing wrong with being single, and I have a whole video on how to be happy and single I made last year. Check it out. I will link it for you guys. And it's really important to focus on forming new habits in this time of being single. Do one for physical health, one for mental and spiritual health, and one for yourself, one for your own enjoyment, one for your own betterment, something that you love, right? Pick up a new hobby, pick up something that you probably didn't have time for while you were in a relationship. These are all great ways to start building for your future. And know that your future is greater than anything that has happened in your past. Your future is greater than anything that may have held you back. You may feel broken right now, and honor that feeling. It's okay. However, you are not broken. It's just a feeling. It will soon pass, sooner rather than later, and it will not define you. Do not identify with your current circumstances. There's so much more to you than your relationship status or how somebody treated you or how your past relationship ended. So don't let that be a factor in moving forward from now. Do not build a house. I always say this, but do not build a house in your pain. If you are in a forest and you haven't gotten to the clearing of the forest, you're not just going to build a house in the middle of the forest. No, you're going to keep moving forward until you find the clearing and until you find your way out. Do not build a house in your pain. One thing that's so beautiful as well is to get out your journal and write down exactly the vision you have for your future and act on it. Start creating that future now, because all we have is the present moment. The past is done. The future is yet to be revealed. What we have is the right now. So write down and get clear and get specific. Enjoy it. Enjoy where you are right now. Romanticize the right now, and you're going to see how you are going to thrive in your single season. You're going to prosper through your single season. Write down this vision for your life. Write down what you know you deserve. Write down what you are worthy of and pray about it at the end of the day. I think this is what's the game changers, to allow divine love and divine intervention to come in and guide you through this time, because people are going to let us down. Things are going to let us down. We can't put all our faith in people, but we can trust God. That is what I have learned in my journey, and I know you will see it once you decide to surrender and trust. And know that your single season is a time for you. It's not the end of the world for you. You have to make sure that you heal and that you release and that you look towards the future in order to welcome in the right person for you. This is what happened for me. This is what I've seen happen in so many lives of my clients, and this is what I know can happen for you. So this is a message of hope. I hope you realize that things will only go up from here as long as you start setting the foundation and you start getting serious about what you really want in life. Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful angels. If you like this video, I invite you to join me for the Feminine Love Seminar. Saturday and Sunday, it is live and it is recorded if you are unable to watch it live. But if you're able to come join me live, you will also get a chance to ask any questions during the Q&A. You'll get a workbook, and I'm going to be deep diving on my own story and my own journey in healing and finding love and creating the family that I've always dreamed of, and so much more. All the information is down below. It's only $44, so Hope you'll be there. And as always, my beautiful angels, always remember this: no matter who you may be in this life, no matter what you may be going through or what you look like, always remember your true beauty, your true worth, and your true power always come from within. I love you, and I will see you in my next video.